Randy Orton have been intrinsically tied for their entire careers. They debuted around the same time. They both are amongst the most prolific champions, and they're both surefire WWE Hall of Famers. Both guys may have double-digit WWE Championship reigns, but one man has done it the right way. John Cena has embraced hustle, loyalty, and respect, while the Viper has slithered and backstabbed his way to many main events.
And while it seems easy enough, I assure you, climbing that ladder is a lot more difficult than it looks, especially after getting hit with it a dozen times.
We were just discussing Randy Orton and John Cena's careers. While they follow different paths to success, they've converged many times for high-profile matches.
And while you could say John Cena's emerged from their rivalries as the victor more often, Orton pinned Cena at WrestleMania and won their title unification ladder match. I mean, if you're judging quality over quantity, Orton's better than John Cena.
Though it wasn't mentioned early in his WWE career, Roman Reigns comes from a royal bloodline in the world of sports entertainment. He's the son of WWE Hall of Famer Sika. Reigns also comes from the Anoa'i family and is related to people like The Rock, the Usos, and WWE Hall of Famers Rikishi and Yokozuna. He connects with a bulldog. Well, Roman first had dreams of dominating the gridiron after an incredible college career at Georgia Tech. Sports entertainment is in his blood.
When you talk about Roman Reigns' family in this business, you're talking about a dynasty, a Samoan dynasty, and it's something an opponent doesn't want any part of. You're talking about generations of warriors.
His clothesline finds the mark. John Cena starting to take some deep breaths in there. So much on the line here in the match for him. At 2016's Clash of Champions, it was another classic triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. It was Bayley versus the Boss, Sasha Banks, versus the champion, Charlotte Flair. The match started out more like a singles match between the Boss and the Queen. Bayley learned very quickly it was every woman for herself. Oh, what a right! Yeah, that's some attitude behind it.
The triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship was another example of the incredible competition between the female superstars of WWE. Charlotte was physically dominant and fighting off the challenges of Bayley and Sasha Banks. At one point, the Queen even landed a moonsault on both their opponents at the same time. But the Boss and Bayley put it all on the line and kept fighting.
There were several near pinfalls during this battle, but in the end, as it should be, the Queen exhibited her genetic superiority by fighting off both her challengers. After drilling Bayley with a boot to the face, the Queen pinned the hugger and retained her Raw.
Whoa, Superman punch! But he's got to capitalize now. X marks the spot on that one. Randy Orton is one of the most dominant competitors in WWE. Like, so damaging. Oh, it's over. Corey brought up Orton's many shoulder injuries earlier, and my quick research corroborates that. He suffered one just 6 months into his career and has been out of action as recently as 2016 due to shoulder issues. Well, even if you don't re-injure the Apex Predator, who is fallen. It's always important to get off to a strong start in a match. It's even more important to do that in a triple threat match, given that you're going up against two opponents at the same time. Add to that the no disqualification stipulation, and there's little to no room for error. One mistake, and it can cost you a lot more than winning the match. Knocked off his feet. Now that's a takedown.
Byron, you spoke about this before. A competitor must do everything they can do to start things off on the right foot in a triple threat match. One way to do that is to target one of your opponents and go after them as soon as the bell rings. You're battling two opponents at the same time, so it's hunt or be.
Hunted. And that's what I like, Michael. It's survival of the fittest in that ring. In a triple threat, a superstar can't waste time feeling opponents out, getting warmed up, or easing their way into the match. You have to go at it as soon as the match begins.
Look at this. The quick reversal there by Randy Orton. And once again, we see a return to the specific maneuver. Hey, whatever works. Oh boy, he is rolling. The champ's starting to sweat, but he's the champ for a reason. Going to take a whole heck of a lot more to stop him here tonight.
Yeah, but he's got a very untraditional approach tonight, which includes spending a great deal of time outside the ring. That might help him in the long run. We'll see.
This may very well be the opportunity his opponent was looking for to turn this thing around. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
I don't know. Is that enough to stop Cena?
Well, John Cena's in a real bad spot.
Alliances and the numbers game can become your worst enemy in a hurry when you're competing against two other opponents. No matter how you look at it, it's a situation you don't want to be in, but you must prepare for it.
Climbing up, guys. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
A competitor must be ready for the possibility that they'll fall victim to a 2-on-1 attack in a triple threat match. A great example of that was the triple threat match on SmackDown Live between AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, and Baron Corbin. No one thought that Ziggler and Styles would work together to perform a double dive off the barricade that put Corbin through the Spanish announce table.
And that's exactly what a superstar always needs to have in the back of their mind. That at some point, their two opponents will most likely join together and take them out. It's one of many occupational hazards that come with competing in a triple threat.
Making their way up the ladder right now.
This is a nerve-wracking situation.
Here he goes, guys, looking for the win.
I think it's going to happen right now. I'm having some trouble getting it down.
Go help him, Byron.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
We got our money's worth with that one. Take a look.
Count yourselves lucky, people. You might watch WWE for years and only see a match that good
Here
a
is
few
your
times.
winner, and the new...
One of the most decorated champions in WWE history, Randy Orton, looking to add to his legendary status tonight.
And there are few things more unforgiving than the cold steel of a cage match.
And he's a proud guy. That title may not be on the line here, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want to win this match.
Clobbers him with the axe handle. Closed fist. Got him with the elbow drop. Oh, man, talk about a hard landing. Scoop slam. He got him good there. Bray Wyatt on the defensive. But things can change in an instant in a triple threat match.
You hate to think this way, but part of me thinks he might be over his head inside that steel cage.
Yeah, but if you got him early, this will go down as one of his hardest fought battles in WWE.
How about another look at some of the highlights?
Here is your winner, Bray Wyatt.
Oh, man. Look at them, locked inside that cage like a couple of rabid animals.
Lands a quick punch.
Second time's a charm.
Caught him with a chop.
Up and over with a suplex.
He hits him with a nasty chop.
Ooh, what an up. Now it's Lesnar taking some punishment. He's going to need to find a way to fire back.
Abuses him with an elbow.
Ooh, what an uppercut.
Boom, running STO.
Nicely done. The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. And that all started with one man in October of 1983, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship that saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying that Superfly set the bar. You look over the years to people like Jeff and Matt Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. They continued to push the envelope and executed unbelievable attacks from the top of the cage. And watch Rikishi take flight up the top of the steel cage. Wow. There's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. A superstar must know that their body is going to be thrown against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
Unleashing it for the second time now.
The no disqualification stipulation in a triple threat match can take the battle in many directions, and each one is more unexpected than the next. A superstar can be attacked with a weapon and can be assaulted by an individual who's not even signed to compete in the match. And the contest will continue because Orton looking for something big.
Uh-oh.
Vintage Randy Orton.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Oh, not perhaps looking to end it with that.
Hooked up.
Inverted suplex.
That hurt.
Came out of nowhere. This just might.
For someone to survive a battle against Randy Orton, two things are critical. One, do not fall victim to the Viper's mind games. He's a master in psychological warfare. And number two, stay away from the RKO.
That looks nasty.
He's definitely tapped a power source.
The Apex Predator is so dangerous in so many ways that what you said earlier, Corey, is more than accurate. Randy Orton can slither his way into an opponent's mind and then end it all with one RKO.
Randy Orton does unbelievable things when he hears the voices in his head. The Vipers.
Orton did it!
No doubt it was a good one. Here's another look.
This entire match was just one big highlight reel,
Here is
and
your
I didn't
winner.
expect anything
He is
else.
the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
What a ferocious conclusion to this steel cage match. One of the most decorated champions in WWE history, Randy Orton, looking to add to his legendary status tonight.
A lot of times, a smart move in a match like this is to sit back in the weeds. Let the other two superstars tear each other apart. See if we get any of that here tonight.
Got him good with the elbow there. Lesnar with a well-timed shot. And he lands a savage elbow. Bray Wyatt on the defensive. This is a dangerous spot for him to be here in this triple threat match.
I hate to say it, but if he doesn't change his game plan soon, these two guys are going to tear him limb from limb.
Well, this certainly escalated in a hurry. I don't think any of us expected to see him fall behind so quickly.
Wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in.
Punch. For a few years, Randy Orton brought his career to even greater heights by aligning with the Authority as their personally appointed face of the WWE. What does Bray Wyatt have to do at this point to stay in the match? Guys, this is where we find out what he's made of.
You'd have to think he came into this triple threat match with a plan. And I think it's safe to say that that plan has gone awry.
You know, I thought this match was going to be much more tightly contested. I guess that's not the case, though. Michael mentioned Randy Orton as the face of the WWE. Given his long history aligning with Triple H, it made perfect sense for the game to give the Viper preferential treatment, main events, and a lengthy world title reign.
Gentlemen, it was so much more than their history that made Randy Orton the face of WWE. Randy Orton had the look, style, and the attitude of a champion, and that is why Triple H made him the centerpiece of the Authority for so long.
At 2016's Clash of Champions, it was another classic triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. It was Bayley versus the Bar.
Oh no, Randy Orton looking to finish it.
Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate...
Oh! That could be a game changer.
Orton better not waste this opportunity.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over. Oh boy, he is
Drives his opponent down with a Uranagi. He's in complete control now.
Here we go, Bray.
Sister Abigail, delivered by Bray Wyatt.
That's called making a statement, Cole.
Oh! Right to the back. And here's a cover. I think it goes without saying, but Byron, the key for any Brock Lesnar opponent is to avoid a trip to Suplex City.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, Michael. Big or small, Lesnar has sent everybody he's been in the ring with to Suplex City. And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way.
Caught him with a punch. Byron brings up a good point about Suplex City. Lesnar has been able to suplex superstars of all sizes, including the massive Big Show.
You're absolutely right, Cole. Nobody's immune to Suplex City. And for me, my favorite part is watching Paul Heyman count along with each and every suplex.
I love these cage matches. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other like WCW's Tower of Doom.
That's it. He got him, and he's taken down with authority.
I think I felt the ground shake on that one.
Randy Orton's in a world of hurt. And the Viper needs to rally quick. This might be the beginning of the end for him. I think this one's over.
Randy Orton is slipping, but he still might have an RKO in his...
Another power bomb.
This one's over, guys. I think that slam caught us all off guard.
Lightning fast reflexes.
Takes him down in a major way, too.
The quick reversal. There by Randy Orton. Right to the back of the neck. Things are not looking very good right now. Gonna have to find a way to regroup. What's Brock Lesnar putting together here? Could be tap out time. Kimura lock is in.
But is it enough to defeat Wyatt here?
But now,
Can Lesnar make the most of this?
an amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here.
Here's where one of these three superstars needs to make a statement and win this thing.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Hooked up. And it's Bray Wyatt executing the reversal. Now the old vicious head crank. Look at the torque. Brock Lesnar with a nice reversal. Incoming.
Given what we've seen so far, it's almost too bad that two of these superstars will walk out of here as losers. I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like these superstars are on their last legs here.
Given what we've seen so far here tonight, I'm willing to bet these superstars will think twice before stepping foot inside another steel cage. The match isn't even over, and I can already tell you that this is one of the most exciting triple threat matches I have seen in a very long time.
Tremendous ring presence from the apron. An incredible win for Brock Lesnar. When you introduce the enclosure, everything is possible. What a match this was.
I could watch highlights of that one all night long. One of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch.
Brock
aggressive, I didn't mention, and it's important to remember amidst the chaos of a triple threat match that victory can be achieved in many different ways, and that it's every man for himself.
And I can't help but wonder how the champ's game plan differs, if at all, knowing that the title is not on the line here tonight.
Sickening thud as his body is driven to the mat.
All the way up and around the world.
He lets it go. Yeah, I wonder why.
Perfectly placed elbow.
Ooh, what an up. Bad spot for him to be in here, guys. He's got to do something to get back in this thing. Boom! What an uppercut. Jarring.
Looks like he's starting to sweat now. He can't rest on his laurels here. There are two other guys in there that want this match just as much as he does.
The dangers of this triple threat match appear to have escalated quickly on him. And this has all the makings of getting out of hand fast. He better be careful.
You seem more motivated than ever heading into this match, which makes me think he still has plenty of fight left in him.
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions.
The triple threat match from Vengeance, featuring The Rock, The Undertaker, and Kurt Angle, took complete advantage of the no count-out and no disqualification stipulations. There was a full-scale brawl out on the floor within the first few minutes of the match. The Dead Man battled both superstars and refused to relinquish his undisputed WWE Championship.
It was anyone's match. These superstars threw caution to the wind and went at each other with a ferocity we'd never seen before. When all 3 gladiators were down, the Olympic hero dropped the Dead Man with the Angle Slam for what should have been the end. But the Brahma Bull made it to his feet, sent Angle crashing to the canvas with a rock bottom, and bam, became the new undisputed WWE Champion.
After decades in the sports entertainment business, I feel like we know Rey Mysterio fairly well, but Corey, there's still that element of mystery when it comes to...
No, why else would he wear that mask?
Byron should wear one.
Agreed.
Hey, unlike Corey, who is clearly a conspiracy theorist, I don't believe Rey Mysterio is hiding something from us underneath his mask. It's just part of his Lucha Libre heritage.
Oh, don't get me started on Lucha Libre. They're all hot.
Goldberg with a spear! Here's his chance.
But now, can Goldberg capitalize?
It was surreal to see Goldberg back in WWE. The energy and intensity that followed him his entire career returned to Monday Night Raw, and it brought him to Fastlane against Universal Champion Kevin Owens.
Wow, I thought he was a goner. Goldberg just barely got out of the way.
I'm going to revisit Goldberg versus Kevin Owens. It is absurd that KO had to defend his Universal Championship against Goldberg. Owens didn't have the proper time to prepare, and Goldberg didn't climb the ranks in order to properly earn a title shot.
Then you'll love this, Corey. Goldberg is the only superstar to be crowned WCW World Heavyweight Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and the WWE Universal Champion.
We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan. Especially since you have to be comfortable trying to escape through the cage door as you do climbing over the top of the cage and vice versa. Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
We've seen it on so many occasions, Corey. A superstar has the match won, and all they have to do is pin their opponent. Or a submission is locked in, and the person is fractions of a second away from tapping out, and that's when it hits. The third participant in the match comes in to break things up and launch an attack on their own.
There is no time to spare in a triple threat match. Just when a superstar thinks the match is theirs for the taking, and they're moments away from victory, the rug is yanked out from under them with no warning. That's why in a triple threat, a competitor must move carefully and swiftly, or it could cost them the match.
Twice as nice.
How these superstars are even still in this match is beyond me, especially given how intense the match has been.
I've seen countless triple threat matches over the years, and I can confidently say that this one ranks right up there with some of the all-time best. He survived the cage. These guys feel no love for each other. Here's another look.
Here is your winner. He is the Apex Predator.
He's going for it all. Matches where there are no friends, no allies, and it's every man for himself. For the matches Randy Orton wants to compete in, the Apex Predator trusts no one and prefers to strike at his own will. And look at him using all his power to drive him to the mat.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley Boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night, and in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
Eventually, John Cena and Seth Rollins changed the landscape of the match by doing the one thing they never considered, and that was working together. The Beast survived 3 consecutive AAs from John Cena and a curb stomp from Seth Rollins. Cena and Rollins then went toe-to-toe as one tried to take the other out of the match.
All 3 superstars suffered an incredible beating, which included Brock Lesnar being treated by 2 doctors at ringside. After surviving a barrage of offense from Seth Rollins, the Beast returned to his feet and destroyed the Architect with a devastating F5 to retain his championship. There are so many different ways for a superstar to put their opponent through the table in a tables match. Some matches start off as wild brawls and a table is brought out from under the ring in the match's opening minutes. In others, superstars are very strategic about when they bring out a table because they know if they're not careful, momentum can be reversed and they could end up being the one who goes through a table.
Here we go again.
Byron, before you mention the strategy some superstars have implemented for competing in a triple threat match, and that includes having a finishing maneuver to put someone away for the 1-2-3 and a submission to make them tap out. There are many superstars in WWE who can do just that, which makes them even more dangerous to opponents.
The way I look at it is you can never have enough weapons at your disposal.
And here comes Randy. That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
Rollins fans have plenty to worry about here.
Orton better not waste this opportunity. Over 15 years into his WWE career, there were a few firsts left for Randy Orton to conquer. But he found one when he beat Bobby Roode and captured the United States Championship for the very first time.
Michael mentioned Randy Orton's United States title win, and true to Orton form, it came out of nowhere. After a quickly intensifying rivalry, the Viper beat the Glorious One at Fastlane for the one title he had yet to claim.
And in the process, Orton became only the 10th person in WWE history to become a Grand Slam champion, which requires you hold the tag titles, the United States title, Intercontinental title, and a WWE championship. Another apex for the Apex Predator.
Randy Orton's cutter. Raw fans have plenty to worry about here.
Orton better not waste this opportunity.
Elbow drop.
I have to tell you, the RKO from Randy Orton is a thing of beauty. Well, unless you're the one who's getting dropped by it. The Apex Predator's speed and power are just the beginning because of
Seth Rollins is in position. When this guy's on, look out. Now back to the ring. Cesaro definitely starting to crack here. He's starting to feel the pressure of this triple threat match, guys. Corey, it still amazes me how quickly Randy Orton can strike an opponent with the RKO. Obviously, the WWE Universe feels the same way since the hashtag out of nowhere trends on social media whenever the Viper uncoils.
It doesn't matter if an opponent is behind Randy Orton, in front of him, attacking him. The Viper is always one RKO from victory.
Going for an encore here. Single leg drop kick.
You want to talk about WWE Hall of Famers taking things to the extreme? The first time many fans saw somebody put through a table was in 1984. Randy Macho Man Savage drove Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express through a table with a pile driver at the Mid-South Coliseum.
He clearly has confidence in that move. Corey, I remember seeing photos of that horrible scene in wrestling magazines. The pile driver was utilized when Terry Funk planted Nature Boy Ric Flair on a table at WCW's Wrestle War 89 pay-per-view. And something happened in sports entertainment in the early 90s called Extreme Championship Wrestling. ECW superstars crashed through tables all the time.
And what was going on in Philadelphia caused a craze of wood being turned into wood chips thanks to tables matches. In order to win a tables match, a competitor must be the first person to put their opponent through a table. We've also witnessed brutality evolve and superstars crash through flaming tables.
Randy Orton might be the most successful third-generation wrestler in WWE history. The Orton family has been a fixture in wrestling for over 50 years, competing in main events from the 1960s all the way to today.
Yeah, Cole, all started with Randy Orton's grandfather, Bob Orton Sr., who competed in the NWA and AWA, even took on Bruno Sammartino in New York City.
You both started the Orton family tree with the discussion of Bob Orton Sr., but Randy's father, Cowboy Bob Orton, has an impressive pedigree too as a WWE superstar, including being in Roddy Piper's corner during major matches at the first two WrestleManias.
As great as his father and grandfather, and over a dozen WWE Championship reigns.
Randy Orton is one of the most dominant competitors in WWE history with few weaknesses. Corey, how would you target the Apex Predator?
One needs to look at Orton's medical history for the key. More than anything else, shoulder injuries have put the Viper on the sideline.
He's making a statement here with this attack. German suplex.
Oh, hanging on for dear life.
His signature slam. Corey brought up Orton's many shoulder injuries earlier, and my quick research corroborates that. He suffered one just 6 months into his career and has been out of action as recently as 2016 due to shoulder issues.
Well, even if you don't re-injure the Apex Predator's shoulder, it's still smart to target it as you'll drastically reduce the effectiveness of his RKO.
One of these guys is going to walk away with the win here tonight. I just can't imagine one of them also accepting defeat. Well, man, he's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind.
At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Now what a reversal from Seth Rollins.
Rollins, so impressive.
They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts. And we're back to this form of attack. The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least. I don't know how much more damage one person can take. I don't care how tough you are. What is Randy Orton's best strategy at this point? His hopes of winning this match appear to be dwindling in a hurry.
This triple threat match really seems to be getting the best of him here, guys. I don't like his chances.
The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point. Randy Orton's in a world of hurt.
And the Viper needs to rally quick.
The triple threat match is definitely beginning to test his mettle.
So many bad things can happen outside the ring, and given his condition right now, he really needs to keep it inside the ring if he wants to win this thing.
Randy Orton is slipping, but he still might have an RKO in his back pocket.
And now he goes for it a second time. There he goes again. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. He's making a statement here with this attack. Cesaro is in position.
What an uppercut.
That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
This has been a rule. It starts to feel like a broken record with that move. He clearly has confidence in that move.
There's got to be some point in the match where those thoughts start to creep in that it could be over. And then you got to dig down deep. Get rid of the self-doubt and continue on toward victory. The intensity of this match has been incredible.
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible. I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical. You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that. Look out!
What a match this has been, guys, and it's starting to look like these superstars are beginning to feel the effects.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
How are these superstars even still going, guys? I mean, they have to be on fumes right now.
Well, man, he's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind. Obviously putting a lot of stock in that maneuver.
And no luck against Cesaro there.
This has been a battle. We may have discovered his favorite move. The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each competitor. Who is going to have enough to pick up the win? There he goes, crashing to the floor. Counter here.
And here comes Orton.
Impact and then some. This is what makes him work. Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one.
Can he finish him off here?
Does Orton even know where he is?
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it. Things are not looking very good right now. Going to have to find a way to regroup. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring. He slams him down with authority.
The match isn't even over, and I can already tell you that this is one of the most exciting triple threat matches I have seen in a very long time.
He wants no part of the outside. Inside the ring now. I've seen countless triple threat matches over the years, and I can confidently say that this one ranks right up there with some of the all-time best.
No telling where or when this will end.
Seth Rollins is looking for the decisive end. Look at this. That slam put him in a bad way, guys. What a win. Talk about seizing opportunity. Introducing the table always brings an element of unpredictability, but we saw things in this match we've never seen before and might not ever see again.
Here is your winner.
Well, the Swiss sensation is ready, and so are we.
If you ask me, this one has what it takes to be right up there with some of the great triple threat matches of the past, including the classic we saw at WrestleMania 30.
Cesaro has to be considered one of the pound-for-pound strongest competitors in WWE.
And speaking of pound, he's got the strongest uppercuts ever seen in a WWE ring.
We may have discovered his favorite move. Setting him up for the... right in the jaw.
Ugh, what a shot.
Seth Rollins faltering just a bit.
A little too early to worry.
This is a dangerous spot for him to be here in this triple threat match.
The funny thing about a table match is that it almost doesn't matter how damaged you are. You can go through a table at any time. The tables match at Extreme Rules 2012 is probably the best example of that.
This match is so evenly contested right now that it's almost impossible to pick a winner. I guess we'll just have to settle in and enjoy the action. There are so many different ways for a superstar to put their opponent through the table in a tables match. Some matches start off as wild brawls and a table is brought out from under the ring in the match's opening minutes. In others, superstars are very strategic about when they bring out a table because they know if they're not careful, momentum can be reversed and they could end up being the one who goes through a table.
Vertical suplex.
Nice. Byron, before you mention the strategy some superstars have implemented for competing in a triple threat match, and that includes having a finishing maneuver to put someone away for the 1-2-3 and a submission to make them tap out. There are many superstars in WWE who can do just that, which makes them even more dangerous to opponents.
If a superstar can defeat someone by pinfall and submission, to me, they increase their chances of victory in a match where the odds are against them to begin with. It makes sense for Seth Rollins to hold a tag team title with one of his Shield brothers, but to hold it with the overachieving Jason Jordan was the result of a series of unfortunate events.
Those unfortunate events you mentioned, Corey, included a long-term injury to Rollins' tag team partner, Dean Ambrose. Jason Jordan then inserted himself into the Seth Rollins rivalry with The Bar, ultimately winning the tag titles on Christmas night.
Yeah, Raw General Manager Kurt Angle must have thought the duo were good boys all year long to grant them that opportunity. Rollins and Jordan had their own Miracle on 34th Street fight, while The Bar left with Cole in their stockings that night.
Leave it to Byron to make Christmas references.
A skull-crushing enziguri. Spinning heel kick. And now he goes for it a second time.
If I was Seth Rollins, I'd get my mind in the match and out of the crowd.
Cesaro staggering some here. We're all going to find out what he's made of here in this triple threat match.
Given what he's gone through in his match so far, I wouldn't be surprised to see one of these guys pluck him off here.
Don't write him off just yet, guys. From what I see, these guys are pretty evenly matched at this point.
What a clothesline! Ouch! And a thud echoes through this arena as the German suplex finds its mark. And there are those biting, icy eyes, the venomous look of Randy Orton. And he hits with a diving assault. Guys, there is reaching for the figurative brass ring in the WWE, and then there's taking it. Cesaro's a superstar who's always been on the cusp of going to the next level. Fans still sense an untapped potential.
And here comes Orton.
There he goes again. At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted.
I have to remark to Michael's point about Cesaro obtaining that brass ring. Cesaro is impressive, but maybe he just needs to wait his turn.
Wait his turn? This isn't a checkout line, Saxton. Every single week that he performs, I sing the praises of the Swiss Cyborg. He may be the most overlooked talent that we have, but I don't think he'll remain under the radar that much longer.
Seth Rollins returned in 2016 with the mantra, redesign, rebuild, reclaim. WWE superstars usually return from injury with determination, but with Rollins, it was almost a reinvention.
Gosh, the same move over and over. This is relentless. Looks like Randy Orton has broken a sweat. He's going to have to cut off his opponent's offense quickly.
He's got to be careful here. While he hasn't absorbed too much punishment yet, triple threat matches have a way of getting out of hand very quickly.
While he still appears to be in far better shape than his opponent, it's important that he doesn't let his attack snowball.
Orton looking for an RKO.
The air just came out of the Cesaro section with that one.
Orton better not waste this opportunity. Orton looking for some RKO out of nowhere.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Is the second time enough to end this match?
We've seen this before. Going for it again. Going to the well again.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one. I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach. The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least. The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point. At what point do those thoughts creep in of, what do I have to do to put this match to rest? I don't know. I don't know as a WWE superstar if you ever have those thoughts of self-doubt. He's out there in no man's land.
He's got to find a way to get to safety, Cole.
I'm not sure he can.
He hits a nasty uppercut.
Cesaro is letting his opponent know how they do it on the continent.
Inside the ring now.
Seth Rollins got out of there in the...
Oh, super kick! And RKO!
Here's his moment, Michael.
Table in play.
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Looking to finish things off.
Oh my goodness, what a decisive victory for Randy Orton. Incredible.
And here comes Orton.
And here's another glance at these superstars in action.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here is your winner,
One of the most decorated champions in WWE history, Randy Orton, looking to add to his legendary status tonight.
Settle in, guys. This is going to be a blast to watch.
Randy Orton has over 15 years.
And so it begins. Despite triple threats being every man for himself, history has shown that the match's dynamics can create unlikely alliances. A participant must be ready to endure double team attacks at any time.
I would love if we put somebody like a Pat O'Connor or George Hackenschmidt in a time machine to get their thoughts on a triple threat match like this.
The Celtic Warrior is a juggernaut with a red-hot temper to match his.
Slow down, Saxton. I know where you're going, and Sheamus does not look stupid.
Well,
Headbutt! Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Unleashing it for the second time now.
Oh, a devastating shoulder tackle. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
What a slam!
Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
Ambrose starting to struggle now. Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him.
Sure, he's taking some punishment here, but given how much he prefers to be on the outside of the ring, he can very well change the outlook of the match with one shot.
Backdrop suplex. Knee stomp.
That'll ruin your leg.
Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
A vicious axe handle finds its target.
Dean Ambrose finds himself in a tough spot. His chances of winning this triple threat match are starting to dwindle.
This triple threat match really...
But that clearly isn't the case, unfortunately for him.
Keep your eye on this one.
Diving double axe handle.
Well, he's tapped into a power source I wasn't sure he had. See if he can keep it going.
Oh, and cheap shot right above the eye.
Sheamus looking a little shaken here. To be expected, though. It's not like he's in there with a slouch, guys.
Oh, Dean Ambrose. He kicks him right in the gut.
But he's got to capitalize now.
Nothing pretty about that elbow. He's showing absolutely no pity now, guys.
Back in the ring again. Look at that. Now, that's acrobatic.
Clothesline.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
He's in a bad way now.
When Brock is feeling it, good luck to you.
Taken down with authority.
Flattens him with a clothesline.
A quick reversal by Sheamus. What noise? This is over.
Can he finish the job?
Brock. Sheamus gets the win.
Triple threats always deliver 3 times the action, and that one was no exception. Take a look.
The Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Wow. Now that...
He tackles him to the ground. Brock Lesnar's looking to... There's a pin now. Gets the shoulder up.
You expect a man like Brock to be taken out by that? No way. No how.
No doubt about that neck breaker. The cover. Super kick. He goes for the cover.
It's all over. What an amazing triple threat contest.
That match might go down as one of the best matches in WWE history.
Here is your winner.
And a punchy shoulder tackle. A hard-hitting Cedric Alexander has had one singular focus. He's going for the pin. There's the kick out by Brock Lesnar.
It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down.
Hurled with unbelievable authority.
Here's a cover. Looking to catch him off guard there, I guess.
Remarkable.
What a drop kick right to the back.
Boom. Boom.
Nice.
His shoulders are down. He's got the shoulders down. And he stops the count.
And he hits a vicious neck breaker.
We've got a cover. Digging deep for a kick out.
Yeah, this is way too early to be going for the win.
He goes for the cover. And he stops the count. He's got him covered. He's going for the pin. His shoulders are down.
If an opponent exhibits a weakness for a specific move, some will return to utilizing that move as long as possible.
He's got the shoulders down.
The bro kick is the perfect weapon for Sheamus to display all of his size.
Well, it's over. What a triple threat match.
These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look.
From the opening bell, this match was one for the
Here
ages.
is your winner.
I'm almost speechless.
The Celtic Warrior,
Almost.
Sheamus.
That's coming up big here for two of WWE.